Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and in today's video, there's a new bundle in town, and we got to talk about how good it is or isn't. And if you're subscribed to the channel, then you knew this bundle would be here, because not only has it been in the patch notes, but I also mentioned how in Call of Dragons, they had exactly this, and I suspected we would get it, and here we are, we've gotten it. So if you like knowing about things before they actually show up in this game, because it's in another game made by the same family of companies, consider subscribing. You get the info in advance. So when you buy the daily special offer, this shows up, and you can get a lot of legendary commander sculptures here. But for 10 bucks, exactly how many sculptures should I expect to get? And is this better than the daily special offer? In other words, is the daily special offer giving me something even better behind it? Or is the daily special offer really the moneymaker? And to do that evaluation, I had to go into the archives and pull up some information that I had calculated literally from 2021. And I'll show you that in just a minute, but to remind you of what you get from the daily special offer, let me switch back to a character that still has that available for today. You're looking at action point potions. You're looking at speed ups. You're looking at VIP. And for newer players of the game, there's other stuff in here that's exciting as well. Gold keys, very valuable to new players. The VIP, obviously really good. You get XP, resources, you get silver keys, which endgame players don't care about any of that. Not the XP and the silver keys, okay? But the crazy thing is that although I did these calculations in 2021 and made a video about it, and I was like, look how good the daily special offer is, they made the daily special offer even cheaper. It's now only $3. So again, it has to be, in this new offer that shows up behind here, more than 3 times better than what you can get from the daily special offer if your spending is limited. And for most of us mere mortals, it is. So let's go look at exactly what you're getting from that daily special offer. And oh my God, I think you're going to be surprised. You'll have to pardon this spreadsheet not being in dark mode. But look, here is what you can get as the chest probabilities for the legendary commander sculptures. And per crate that you buy, you get about 1.5 legendary commander sculptures on average. Now, the crazy thing is that when you buy these daily special offers, you should be buying them as a bundle for the $3 total, which means you're going to get, on average, 4.5 legendary commander sculptures per purchase of a daily special offer. But I really wanted to, compare this to a bundle that you spend $385 on. Like if you max purchase a holiday bundle or some other thing that's got speed ups, okay? How does this stack up? And it's so obvious that this is insane. Even when the daily special offer was $5 a day, it was so much more value than a $385 bundle. It's bananas, bro. It's insane. But now it only costs $3 a day. So for $3 a day, all right, you can buy this bundle about 128 times. Now, look, this takes time. You can't just there's always a competition of how you get value and how quickly you get it. And the faster you get it, typically, the less value you get. So this is something that if you did this for 4 months, 128 days, technically more than 4 months, right? You end up spending $385. You will get 64,000 action points. Is this action point potions? This must be rounding, right? No, it's total action points. I guess we're doing the 1/3 of a day up top. That's where that's confusing. Okay, that's why that's not a whole number. Whatever, you get the idea. You get 75 days worth of speed ups, which for comparison, I used to make videos where I'd evaluate bundles, and I remember bundles would be between your war machine is 35 or 36 days of speed ups for a max purchase of the bundle, if I'm remembering correctly. And a holiday event bundle might be 55 days of speed ups. So you're getting more speed ups than a holiday bundle worth of purchases, a boatload of AP, a ton of gold keys, a ton of VIP, 577 legendary commander sculptures on average, and a ton of gems. More gems than you'd be getting from just buying bundles for the $385. So yeah, the daily special offer is absolutely freaking disgusting. So we have to compare that absolutely busted daily special offer to the new special treasure. So I went and I did the math. I did the math by putting the number of sculptures and the chance okay? And I added it up, the total chance, just to make sure I had done that, transposed it correctly, entered the data. And the average number of sculptures here that you get is about, we'll call it 12. So for $10, you get 12 sculptures on average. All right. Now, you're also getting some speed ups, 10 hours of speed ups. And I wanted to compare, like, hey, we got to account for the speed ups too. So it's 0.42 days worth of speed ups. You multiply by the, 38.5. So if you bought this bundle 38.5 times, that would be the equivalent of $385 bundle, because it's a $10 bundle, right? And you're still only looking at about 16 days worth of speed ups. So now I'd have to do the math on the number of sculptures here, but I suppose that's pretty easy to do. So the sculptures is going to be this number times the 38.5. So it's less sculptures and less speed ups and less of all the other stuff for the $10 bundle that lives behind the daily special offer. And I think even if the daily special offer wasn't discounted, which it is, the $3, the daily special offer is still so high value, it's still better. That's not to say that the $10 bundle that lives behind the daily special offer is bad. What it means is that the role of that bundle is, if you urgently need lots of sculptures, it is another way to get sculptures at a velocity that is probably more reasonable than some of the other ways that you can get sculptures, right? Like if you were to buy Universal Legendary Commander sculptures from the VIP shop, it's going to cost you a pretty reasonable amount of gems, 2K gems a pop, right? So if you actually need the commander and you're rushing toward it for whatever reason, and there are good reasons, right? Like it could be that you want an auxiliary skill, as an example, then you'd go for that bundle. But the TLDR of this is that you can buy this bundle. It will get you sculptures, but the daily special offer is the moneymaker, baby. And by moneymaker, I mean not only is it probably putting a bunch in Lilith's piggy bank, but also as a player, I think this is among the highest value you can possibly get in the game, which honestly is kind of disgusting in like a positive way. And to expose my not so eloquently calculated number here, there's probably a less brute force way to have done this. 2021 Chisgule did what he did. But yeah, you're basically taking the sculptures you get times the chance that you get that many sculptures. Because I did this as not a percentage, then I had to add that all up, divide by 100, you get the 1.5 on average, right? And it is crazy. This many years later, the percent chances, I think, have not changed. So there we go. Oh, plus there's this Universal Legendary Commander sculpture you have a chance of getting, apparently. Wait, is that still a thing? Either way, I don't know. Is that actually a thing? Hold on, let's go in game. What is this note? Oh, yeah! There is also a chance from this one, you get a Universal Legendary Commander sculpture. Dude, I forgot about that. Gosh bless. There is also a chance of a gold key. I don't think I included that. Epic Commander sculptures and silver keys. I just didn't even credit the bundle for that because it's like, bro, who cares? So, honestly, just seeing those numbers should really make you rethink your spending priorities in Rise of Kingdoms if you haven't already. Like, Lucerne Scrolls, absolutely disgusting, possibly the best value in the game, right? Things that are one time, like, obviously are really good value, okay, like the Growth Fund, okay, sure. But then things like the Supply Depot, gem supply is really important. If you want armaments, which you should, this is a really economical way to get them. Materials, this is an economical way, right? But, like, actually better than all this, technically, if what you want is sculptures and AP, and speed ups and keys, the daily special offer is disgusting. The limitation here is, well, who can you get? And it's like, well, not the latest and greatest. But, like, hey, some good siege are here. And hopefully we're getting some new commanders soon, which I'll cover, that are leadership-y. So maybe we'll get some cool stuff there. I mean, Gorgo's still meta. By the time you max her, I don't know if she will be. 128 days later, things change, but like as of right now, Gorgo Toku's pretty legit. I think if you're still using Hera in 2025, you want to lose KVK. That's the garrison you use to lose, baby. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's not exactly true. It's such a grand oversimplification. You enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, subscribe. I think that the daily special offer is absolutely busted, even when you take away the fact that you are getting legendary commander sculptures and you just say, oh, I don't even care about the commander. It's still a really good use of 385. But I would say one of your top priorities still remains crystal technology. Because crystal technology is how you scale in KVK, and that scaling is crucial, all right? If you enjoyed the vid, throw that like on here and subscribe. It supports my channel tremendously. And if you're looking for another exciting vid, all of cards in the end screen right over here. I hope you check them out, all right? Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.